Right, to wrap up this heist. I'll follow the soldiers. I'm assuming there's not gonna be a patrol exactly at the same time, so wherever they go, it's safe for me to go. Right, we have our safe spot here. What time is it? It's daytime. Actually, that might not be a horrible idea. I mean, a thing. Because unlikely for the woman who has a schedule here to come during night time. So I might have to load here. I don't think I can complete this quest if I get noticed. So be okay to be here. I read the crumbled piece of paper. Probably not. Assuming the patrol goes back and forth here. This should give us enough room to move there once he comes back. It doesn't seem like we're really trespassing here, but I'm not sure if the guard should see us. The blind priest can't see who I am, so that should be fine. Don't talk to anyone. Go to visitor area. No idea what I must do though. Is it okay for them to take me here or not? Please move so I can move in there. I mean the guy's blind, but if I'm a trespasser and he hears me, I'm still gonna be in trouble. No? Let's try our luck then, I can always load.
Welcome to this holy library, Lady Cameron. Look who we've got here.
How the fuck did they... What was the problem here? I'm guessing I just need to go into a specific chair here.
Welcome to this holy library, Lady Cameron.
I've seated myself in the reading chair. Now I just have to wait for them to bring me the scroll. As long as I don't speak to any of them, the priest seems to be assuming I'm Celia Cameron.
Welcome to this holy library, Lady Cameron.
Can't go up.
Celia Cameron, I present to you the Elder Scroll you requested.
I have the Elder Scroll. This is the treasure of this century. My name shall be known across Tamriel for this theft. Now to get it back to the Grey Fox. The way back is blocked. I'll have to go upstairs to find a way out. Even though they are blind, these monks will not be easy to sneak past. Still. I'll risk an invisibility potion. This seems like a place important enough for us to do it. Even in any character form. Oh, okay, there's a door. I mean, this is a once in a lifetime thing. Can't take chances here.
Huh?
Usually it's this direction that leads up. I'm going the right direction. Battle Mage's Chamber. Ooh, so we have to go past Okato. That's a risky one. What is this? It's more or less like a gigantic barracks for moth priests. I mean, there could be some interesting things there, but ooh, holy shit, that was close. I feel the risk is drastic for very minor gain. We have the most valuable thing we could possibly get already in hand. Right, safe spot. And the guard will turn around, probably. Uncomfortably close. Likes to paint. Okay, where is our exit? There's nothing here anymore. Back to the old way, no Kados. It was in the fireplace, maybe. Anyway, some access to the old way. It's more or less where the fireplace is. It looked odd. Yeah, blue's great to the old way. I have escaped from the Imperial Palace by jumping down a chimney chute in Okado's bedroom. I hope the Royal Battle Mage won't mind my misusing his ash flu. I can only hope my fall doesn't end too abruptly. I wonder if this is what the Grey Fox said I would need the boost of Spring Heel Jack for. Well. They got removed. Okay, I survived, but they're gone. I guess it's literally, unless you have those items, you will die. It's not a question of if. Still, that's I can see most of the trouble past. Right, just the sewers. Unless something unexpected happens, it's a done deal at this point. Nice increase in movement speed the moment we get our feather boots back on. I would still like to get acrobatics 50. Huh. You now have the dodge ability. Blocking while jumping makes you dodge in the direction of the jump. You will do a tumbling roll and possibly avoid an attack. Right, so... Right, so you can roll back, forward, and to the sides. It only works when you're blocking. It's not bad. Especially the fact that you can sort of jump backward nicely, out of reach of an enemy attack, or go in forward for a kill. So I'd say acrobatics journeyman, athletics journeyman are pretty much vital if you want to do physical fighting as your main way of dealing damage. I changed the location of the spells, so I just kept spamming him with resistance reductions. Probably a rat or a mud crab, right? For God's sakes. The quick slots for the spells have been so ingrained in my instincts now that hard to adjust to the new ones. Just need a way out. Southeast would be... I don't recall the area's name, but this is not arena. Arboretum? That's what it is. Ooh. Waterfront exit. Oh, I'll take that. Oblivion gate. Exactly do we have to go? Right. Huge success on the mission. What's the reward? Also, what's the consequence? It's not like the theft is gonna go unnoticed. They're gonna want the scroll back.
You're back. You have the scroll. I can hardly believe it. The odds were clearly against you. Capital job. Capital! I have spent 7 years learning how to translate this scroll. Even so, I will need a while to decipher what I've sought so desperately.
So what happens now?
Ah, still thinking about your reward, eh? I have not forgotten you or your loyal service to the Thieves Guild. You'll just have to trust me. Give this ring to Countess Umbranox in Anvil. Say nothing about me to her. I need to know how she reacts to it. It may provoke anger or tears. If she asks, just tell her a stranger wanted her to have it. Then report back to me on her reaction.
Right, that sort of confirms my suspicions about who he actually is. Right. He's the missing Count. But because he has the Nocturnal's hood, no one can ever recognize him as the person he is. No one, ever. So I think he just wants to get rid of the Nocturnal hood. And he doesn't know why. Elder Scrolls a way to find that out.
Hi there.
Hello there. What can I do for you? All right.
I need her to be more receptive to my question.
Me too. A pleasure to speak with you. How did a dark elf
The stranger's ring.
This ring belonged to my husband. He's been missing for over 10 years. For some reason, his name and face escape me at the moment. How did you get it? Do you know his whereabouts? Why are you showing it to me?
It's a gift from a stranger.
My husband's wedding ring. I never thought to see it again. What I wouldn't give to see him once more. Looks familiar.
Stranger, right.
By the power of the Elder Scrolls, I name Emmer Deraloth as the true thief of Nocturnal's cow.
You're the Grey Fox? I've been betrayed.
I am the Grey Fox, but you have not been betrayed.
But...
I am also your missing husband, Corvus.
Corvus? Is it really you? 10 years I've waited for word from you. Why did you hide from me?
10 years ago, I inherited this cowl from the former guildmaster of the Thieves Guild. I became the new guildmaster, but I also received its curse. Whoever wears Nocturnal's cowl shall have his name stricken from history. Once I donned the cowl, no one in all of Tamriel could recognize me. With the cowl, I became the Grey Fox. Without it, I was a stranger, even to you.
You mean you were unable to return?
I've stood right next to you, and you didn't even know it. I cried out to you, "Here I am! It's me, Corvus!" But you just looked at me, confused.
You have broken my heart for a second time. I cannot let the infamous criminal mastermind, the Grey Fox, become the Count of Anvil. If you try to announce yourself as Corvus, I will deny you. I will deny you before the Emperor if I have to.
I guessed you would say these terrible things to me. That is why I brought my friend along. From this moment forward, I renounce my life of crime forever. I'm passing the Grey Cowl of the Thieves Guild to its new guild master. The Grey Cowl is now yours. You are the new guild master of the Thieves Guild. You will find that history has been altered tonight. Such is the power of Nocturnal's curse that lifting it can alter time itself.
What is different?
If Emmer Deraloth had not stolen Nocturnal's cowl, the Thieves Guild would never have fallen on such hard times. Because of the curse, he was unable to operate in the normal world of business and society. He could only act as the guild's figurehead. That has been undone. If you go to the Imperial City, you will find that the Thieves Guild has a guild hall on the site of the ruins of Deraloth.
Let's hear it.
You wear the shadow. Shadow hide you.
Yes? Farewell.
Does the Nocturnal Hood actually do? I don't seem to have it, or am I blind again? Grey Cowl of Nocturnal. Fortify sneak 25 points, feather 200 points to take life. The feather would be nice. The current helmet does what exactly? Magicka? Which again is fine, but not vital, I'd say. Still. Let's go check this Post Thieves Guild. Yeah. A nice thing. I can remove the cowl and be recognized as myself again. Interestingly, the cowl's magic makes it so that anyone seeing me remove the cowl does not associate me with being Grey Fox. Due to the magic of the cowl, the thieves of the guild will not notice the change. However, since the curse is lifted, I can remove the cowl and be recognized as myself. So that's the every curse can be removed. That's the only real difference, I guess. With him, he was always either the Grey Fox or a stranger. I am either the Grey Fox or myself. History has been rewritten. I should go see the new Thieves Guild Hall in the Imperial City waterfront. The Grey Fox, or Count Corvus as he is now known, told me that I get to run the place.
Get your Black Horse courier here.
What the hell do I need to lock with my own doors? Guess it's for trading purposes. Doesn't appear to be anything all that interesting here. New base of operations for a thief. But here is all the crap we've given to the previous guildmaster. Some storage containers and a nice looking house. Is that it? That is fine. I've now done the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild, now Thieves Guild.
I used to think you were a hero.
Yeah.
Shadow hide you.
And I sort of like this the best, at least out of the three. Mages Guild sort of sucked the most. Not because it was necessarily all that terrible, but I feel like it should have been implemented a little bit different. It was quite a lot of fighting. Yeah, it's very straightforward fighting in the end, but very little you can do. Or it also doesn't really take advantage of maybe considering that some mages might not be destruction or conjuration focused. So in that sense, it oddly had similar type of fighting situations as the Fighters Guild quite often. The Fighters Guild, the overall missions mostly were, I think, the worst, because they're just go to location X and just kill everything there. But the Blackwood Company? And the history, it at least had some interesting potential. Again, I feel like it wasn't exactly handled in the best possible way by any means, but it was more interesting in the end, and having to work sort of against the guild with a high chance, well, not really a high chance in the sense that you always know where it goes. You end up with leading the guild. But it was at least you working sort of against the guild leadership in order to get shit done. So there was something there. But this was the best. The jobs are at least somewhat interesting. And the restriction on killing makes them better. The overall plotline, I wouldn't say it's necessarily better, but it builds to something that doesn't involve fighting or dealing with an opposing guild or something like that. It is very appropriate to a Thieves Guild, and also tied to the personal story of the previous guildmaster. It's a very understandable and important motivation for the guildmaster, and builds up nicely for the final mission, which is by far the most difficult you'll have to do. And the payoff is nice. You have been sort of sprinkled with these seeds of old height to it. So there's a reasonable chance you can guess what's going on, and that's fine, but it doesn't really take away from it. It's an interesting situation with the cowl too. It is very, very powerful. But with the curse removed, it's well, just be a fairly straightforward thing you can use from now on.
You wear the shadows well.
So basically, I'm both a high-level thief that everyone knows in the Thieves Guild, but I'm also the guild master. That reminds me. Can I have different interactions with the cowl? Looks ridiculous. So it's a perfectly fine addition to my equipment set. Best thing about it is that my carry weight is drastically increased again. So I'm assuming movement speed is increased too.
As I live and breathe, the Grey Fox. It's an honor. Take care.
It's also an interesting concept. Very useful for thievery. You can't exactly say which direction he's looking at, but you can sort of... The biggest problem with this is, with some creatures, it just obscures their normal model enough that it's harder to tell what the hell is the guy actually doing. And I feel like that should never be the case. It should just provide additional information.
As I live and breathe, the... What do you...
How can he pay off my fines and bounty?
You can pay your fines to the guard. It's your prison sentence, not mine. As I live in... You can pay your... It's your...
Right, it's probably because I have the cowl. It's not something you want to wear in the city, but outside of it, sure. Right. The satisfying conclusion to Thieves Guild quest. Not much we can do with the guild itself, though. Which is disappointing. Now what to do?
It's the Grand Champion! I can't believe it's you standing here next to me.
Yeah, not exactly lip syncing, are you? We're selling most of this crap. Pull out the arrow of extrication. Right. What exactly are we gonna do? There is a Maroon's Razor we could go after. And there are 2 Daedric ruins I haven't found yet. I'm starting to heavily lean toward basically just looking them up. There's probably quests here and there I haven't found out. Very likely, in fact. I haven't talked to all the counts or their servants, so there could be quests there. Visit Kavach again, see what's going on there. Where do we have to go for the Mehrunes Razor quest? I've heard talk of a lost Aelid city called Varsa Balim, where Mehrunes Razor is hidden. If I search the ruin of Sundercliff Watch in the eastern Niven, I may be able to find the lost city and recover this powerful Daedric artifact. I recall this place. Right, Sundercliff Watch. Maybe I'll start moving in that direction. Explore things as we go. See if we get lucky. But I think I've said that multiple times though that I don't want to spend time on it anymore. But I still keep spending time on it. I'll go to Morahame and move toward it. I have trouble believing that this entire area here is entirely blank. No, I need to do... and to sell off my crap.
By Azura, by Azura!
And to get my carry weight down. I'd want to buy training. It'll have to be athletics. Coral has a trainer. Need to keep training illusion. None of you look like the trainer.
He's very familiar with the area.
Forester, ranger, that sort of a look. I'll go shopping first then.
What do you want?
Trading.
Pay attention, and you can learn. Let's see if... Good that you want... Take...
Hello. Perhaps you need new armor, a weapon. That's more than I usually pay.
65,000.
Thank you. Good day.
This isn't good enough.
I'm only asking for a single.
Right, I still have the wrong type of gear.
Morning.
Morning.
Well, Casta Scribonia has finished our new book. Nothing that interests me, though. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. That seems a fair price. You drive a hard bargain.
Right.
Thank you for... Be seeing you.
We still have too much carry weight and it keeps increasing. I'm not sure why. We have a beguiling range attack. Yeah, illusion 75 for paralysis 2 seconds. It is definitely an illusion spell. Don't have a ranged beguiling spell. We could spam the illusion. I mean illuminate, but this looks terrible. What the fuck is this? On target, but if it never hits anything, does it even train the skill? What is illusion now? 36. Yeah, it's nothing's happening with that. It's a hostile act. Not really. Yeah, this'll do. It doesn't actually change anything.
Better boycott the Imperial goods. The land is the ultimate.
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
What did I want here? Just a trading.
How goes it?
Hail! What's new with you? They say that slavery has been abolished in Mar. House Dress and Lalu have renounced the slave trade and freed the beastly from servitude.
Morrowind has always been a troubling place. It seems it is more...
I could get multiple level ups with just using my current magicka. 11 more. Yeah, requires quite a lot of spam. Right. Still. Thundercliff Watch from Morahame. And we will visit as many places on the way as possible, or at least map them. This to the east. We want athletics, not really acrobatics anymore. Acrobatics wouldn't be bad, really, but we're looking for speed. Acrobatics don't really help with the running speed. Athletics does. That's the environment. That's probably the reason there aren't too many markers here. I think we need to go east and a little bit north, right? Okay, there's at least something. Port Goldthroat. Bedrock Break. I should be moving toward melee combat at this point. There's nothing to develop on the magic front combat-wise. Well, the illusion is. Actually, we should include it somewhere. This way we can spam it a little bit easier. A little bit more easily. But there really isn't all that much going on here. Intelligence being drained. Did I get sick? Okay. I'm going to take a look where the two remaining Daedric shrines are. Otherwise, I could be spending still several hours just combing the wilderness, and I don't feel like doing that because there's no real risk, and I'm not really doing anything except just running. So I'll move on to doing those after I've done the Maroon's Razor thing. This is I'm not sure if this was paid added. Well, it's a DLC content, free or paid, by current terminology. And I guess it's plugging at the time. I have no recollection if these were. How did you acquire them? Some could have been things like pre-order bonuses. Some could have been just something you can buy for a few bucks. Where exactly is the entrance? Right. Thundercliff Watch. Do I want to sneak around? The question is, do we want to push for a lot of additional levels or not? We have two major skills at 100. We have one at 21. And a lot of are around 50 really. So the best ways if we want to push level ups would be to switch from blade to blunt weapon, switch to light armor. But that's not really all that necessary. I don't think I want to do that. I mean, there's some game left to play. I haven't touched the expansion at all. There's a couple of quests that we can easily do, the Daedric quest for example. But I don't feel like we would get much from trying to grind levels up anymore. The main thing that we still really develop is a little bit of combat ability. and it's on the physical front, and it's unnecessary to actually get things done. But more or less we can add the paralysis effect to some of our attacks, so we can easily just stop a target and finish him off. And that's a nice thing to have, but it's totally unnecessary to actually kill things, and the fighting in the game isn't super interesting. To be fair though, I would like to maybe try a little bit more physical combat to get a feel for it. I do have to say, speed, it makes a much bigger difference than I thought. Because when I fought the ogre a while back, I had no real trouble dodging his attacks. I don't think the rolls the acrobatics provides are all that great way to fight. You might be able to dodge efficiently, but you would still slow down the fighting, and you need a lot of hits on a target like that to kill it. But if you just have natural speed, you can get all that. You don't really need armor at all. Armor is what you need if things turn to shit and you screw up. But if things go your way, what you want is just a lot of mobility and your hits to hurt a lot when they land. So basically a two-handed weapon might be good. Still, that's not exactly an option now. Well, it is, but the shield is very good and I don't want to give it up. I've entered Thundercliff Watch and can begin my search for Maroon's Razor.